Okay, I have a baby sleeping next to me, so hopefully it won't wake up. This is on continuation to my last video. I sound terrible, don't I? I'm actually not sick. My voice is kind of back because I went from 75 degrees to 19 degrees, and then back to I think it's 65 or 60 something outside. So, that does havoc on your body. So this is supposed to be a video to help you guys figure out how to use the video. So some of you, obviously, I'm going to send this to who've been using the product, who I was mean enough to not tell you that you have people underneath you. When you sign up as a member with isagenix, most people are preferred customers, or they are an associate, which just means you added your social in case the company needed to give you a kickback or a bonus or something like that. You added your social, but most of the time it's just ordering something online from the Gap or Amazon. You enter your information, you have a payment process, something that you can use for payment, which isagenix takes PayPal, and then that's about it. You can order the product wholesale. And so most of the people have been doing that. And like I said, I might have forwarded you the video, or you might have already watched the video where I talk about the ridiculously stupid marketing plan. It's not stupid. It's a good stupid, because I don't do this as a business, and I never will do it as a business. And honestly, but the way it pays is ridiculous, that I've been getting money every week for 16 years on an average at least $50 a week, and sometimes more than that, sometimes over 200. I've even made over 300 in a week, and that's with me not building it. That's with me not doing it as a business. That's with me using the product, and then if I referred someone, they went and got their own product. Sometimes I didn't even know about it, but they will send me bonuses and things like that, or kickbacks, I would call them. They're called cycles, but it's easier to understand as like a kickback. It's an amount of volume that added up. So this is a video, sorry I keep saying that, on how to use my other videos. So if you go to my YouTube, I don't even know if they call it channels. It's just what's under my Gmail, So I think if you just searched Emily Erickson Sarabia, you'll find all my YouTube videos that I'm trying to download. I'm trying to make videos for people who've been on the product, or people who are going to be on the product, and you love the product, or maybe you didn't understand how to use the product, and you get on it and you start getting the results you want, and somebody wants it and you don't have time to talk to them. And I wish I'd had this accessible years ago, mainly because I would have then shared it with people. And I did share it with people, but then everyone kept calling me, and it's not that I don't want to talk to people, especially if I sent you to this and you're one of my friends and you're like, great, I talked to her. She probably didn't want to talk to me. But you can see if that multiplies. If I talk to someone and then their sisters, brothers, husbands, neighbor, whatever starts calling me, and they think this is what I do for a living, and I have 10 kids and homeschooling them. I've just had nonstop babies and kids and babies and kids. So I'm trying to make as many videos as possible, and I mainly did this for my kids, but I want to do this for the women, especially been using the product for years, who probably don't know they have people underneath them. The way the company builds is they stack everyone on top of each other, so it goes too deep. If I talk to someone, it could go on my left or right. So I have the computer set up, because I'm not doing it as a business, to set everyone to go on one side, all on my right side. So it means whoever I talk to, they go underneath me on that side, and then whoever they talk to goes underneath. And anyone I talk to after that, they just keep going underneath each other. And so basically, like I said, instead of explaining the product, I want you to just use my videos. Forward the videos to people. If you're not an associate, you're probably a preferred customer, which everybody signed up as a preferred customer. Just sign in like you normally did to get your product, where you sign in, you put your username and password. And then there's a place to click on being an associate. Excuse me. So what that means is you just add your social, which means they can pay you. Then when someone wants to know about the product, what you do is you send them one of my videos. I would suggest my Facebook video, or one about nutrition or something like that. If it's one of your friends who maybe used the product, but they maybe didn't do it right, or maybe they thought it was just one cleanse they do and they get off of it, send them one of my videos and just look at all my videos. One of them's on cleansing options, or maybe they started it and they couldn't do it because they only thought there was only 9-day cleansing. They didn't understand about 1 days or hop days, or you could do it at night, or, we just have done a million different things. Ultimately, I want them to be able to get the results I've gotten from my health. I mean, it's just ridiculous what my health is like. It's ridiculous what my kids have been able to, and other people that I've had who've gotten on the product. And so ultimately, we need to get helping you to be able to, one, cleanse and get to the point where you're taking cleanser every day that you should be, like I did, so you can get the results. But you get to the point where you're doing 1 day or 2 days or 9 days to get your health to where it needs to be. And then that you just stay on the product by taking cleanser and shake at least. And obviously, there's a million other products they have that are wonderful. So all that you're doing is, like I said, you're going to then just, when you watch one of my other videos, so go back and watch it, please. I want you to go and actually think, okay, I watched this one video and I totally thought of my friend Susie. Don't go to Susie and say, Susie, let me tell you all about this product. Send Susie my video. So you want to just share it from YouTube in a text and say, Susie, I was watching this. This is my friend. She has 10 kids. Whether you talk about my fibromyalgia or the fact that, the health that's happened to my other kids, my daughter who, with her autoimmune disease, coming off remission early and getting on isagenix, and or the fact that I grew up living on, just whatever the health is that I talked about in there, whatever the video is that reminds you of them, tell them that, I was thinking of you or your kids or your family, and take a look at this and tell me what you think. Have them watch the video, and then when they want to get product, what you do is you then want to send them to the video on the options on how to cleanse first, okay? Because I even talk about what products they probably want and need to get. And so, but if they're like, yeah, I'm interested, you also want them to not just sign up right away. You want to link them to your account. And your account is just, you might not know this, you might just, well, hopefully you know it, because that's where you go to sign up and buy your product. It's your username.isagenix.com. And so, what ends up happening is I basically want it where you're doing the same thing I did, where you're at least making enough money that it pays for your product. Now, obviously, I'd have to talk to more people to have it completely pay for all the product I buy, because maybe I do have it pay for most of the products sometimes. Only because I'm buying for like 10 kids. I'm trying to get my older kids, and ultimately my oldest two are buying their own, but like my son on his mission, I'm sending it to Dominican Republic, and all the 7 kids that are at home, all of that. So use the video, link your website, and then when they get on the product, make sure they know that they have access, because all those videos are like how to cleanse if you're having a problem. I even suggest people get on Marco Polo and have them, if they have questions for you or something like that, especially if you've already cleansed and you know how to do it, have them link with you with Marco Polo. If you're busy like me and you don't have time to get on the phone with them, Marco Polo is literally like messaging. In fact, that's how I'm leaving this message, and then I download it to YouTube. But I can leave a message, and then later on I can look at if they left me a message, and you're not having to worry about the time. All right, does that make sense? And so, but what's nice about them is when they get on the product, they're going to, like as soon as I put my Facebook video on, I had so many people wanting it that's why I was like, oh crud, I better make a bunch of videos, because I didn't have time to answer all the questions. And then when they got on the product and had such great results, again, they have people, and you don't want to be talking to all those people. So I just told them, send those videos and just make sure they link their username and their website, so it will count for them. The key, though, when you send them to your website, is tell them to go to where it says sign up and save. It's $29 for 25% off. If they go to buy now, what happens is it sends them to buying at retail, and even though they're going to send you the difference minus $5, it's better for the volume to add up and it to pay you a little bit of percentages after amount of volume adds up, because everyone I talk to would go underneath you and it counts for you. Once you have 2 people that you've talked to that the computer put on your left and right that are doing a certain amount of volume, which is like 100, which is basically what we use at least, it considers you qualified, and it banks all the volume that goes underneath you, and the majority of it's probably going to be coming from me and my kids and so on and so forth, because we have nowhere to put it but stack it on top of everybody else. I hope this makes sense. So, again, you're going to look at my videos and you're going to think, okay, this reminds me of so-and-so. I want them to get on this. Send them the video with your username and password. And then after that, you know, if you do have a question for me and you're like, I need a video on this, I could probably do that really quick on and send, or if someone has a question about certain things. And that's important too. One of my videos explaining cleansing, like, you know, what happens on it, why it's important, all the different things like that. The stories of what's happened the last 16 years. So hopefully this will help you guys. And I really am sorry that I didn't talk about it at the beginning. And the reason why is because, well, because I'm not doing this as a business, I ultimately felt like it was bad telling you about the business, which is, I think you could have decided on your own if I wasn't going to be doing it, because I felt like I can't help you with that. So at least I feel like maybe this is better, that I can help you. Some of you guys don't realize you have all my kids underneath you. Not all of them, obviously, but the ones that are old enough. And their volume will count for you as soon as, you know, if you're doing $100 a month and you have 2 people. And it ultimately might have banked a ton of your volume you don't even know about. So sign in, and if you have a question, you can ask me, and I can show you where you can see that. But ultimately, I want you to start, not that you have to, but I want you to at least be able to have the option of you know, having it pay for your product and stuff like that. All right? So have a good day, and again, I apologize for keeping my mouth shut. I'm still going to probably keep it shut outside of Marco Polo and my videos, I guess. And please don't have anyone call me. Don't send people to call me on the phone. All right, talk to you later.